3FM, Gio, leave here. No, Gio, come join. It's in to 3FM Drive on 92.7, and I'm here with someone I have loved his music for quite a bit. And I think your voice there's some magic ingredient that just makes you want to keep listening over and over and over again. And clearly a man who is giving us non-stop hits, like everything you touch turns to gold. Has there been okay, first and foremost, allow me to introduce a man who is giving us hits from Lagos through to Accra, through to Joburg, through to America, through to, I think your music is even in Australia, it's in Timbuktu, it's everywhere. The one and only Benson, formerly known as Buju. Hi. It's nice to finally have a conversation with you. I've loved your music forever.
Thank you so much.
I'm trying not to fangirl too much, you get. But a pleasure to welcome you to our studios here at 3FM. You come to Ghana quite often?
Well, this is like my fourth time in Ghana,
yeah. And usually projects bring you in, yes?
To be honest, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first time I'm actually coming for just, chilling purposes.
Yeah, because I think you've come in for music shoots before, yes?
I came in to shoot Mood.
Yes, with Wiz.
I shot a song with Darko. Bad since back from early or so. Yeah. Ghana is very special to me in terms of like creativity, because I like shooting a lot of stuff here. Yeah. And recording it sometimes.
Okay. I like that. Which hits have you created in Ghana?
They just not come out. I promise you. Like, because I'm working on my album, so
yes.
Trust me.
Now, is there a constant pressure to top your next big hit? Because it's like almost every song, either collaboration or your own single that you put out there becomes a massive hit.
To be honest, there really isn't any pressure at all, but it's just my thing to just be better than the guy I was yesterday. Okay. In some sense.
I love that.
In whatever I'm actually doing. Be it music, be it anything at all. Okay. And I'm just currently trying to beat the last project in itself, but it's no pressure at all. It's just me being consistent with what I'm doing.
I love that. Now let's start from the beginning. When did you know that music was for you?
To be honest, music has just been chasing me all my life.
Really?
I say yes,
you were running away from it at some point?
No, it's just I was born and I just realized like my dad was this huge music head, like had music ranging from Afrobeats to reggae, dancehall. I was listening to Bob Marley, Lucky Dube, Buju Banton, the band, Crew Maintain, Peace for everybody. My dad was that open, and it just graduated from me listening to what my dad was listening to get into high school. I joined the choir, and I left high school and then I go into uni, and then I stopped music for a while because I just wanted to
focus on school.
And I was studying computer science, and it wasn't until like my IT, I was doing like my IT in like 300 level, and I was working in an office, and I just realized that the working environment wasn't really for me, man.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be working as a new student, like as an IT student, a lot of people aren't necessarily paying attention to you, but you're paying attention to everything. When the boss leaves the office, there's this sense of relief, and everybody's like, rah. And I'm like, yo.
I don't want to be in an environment where I'm just happy for the end of the day.
I'm pretending to like being here, type of stuff. Because it's like, when I'm recording now, like as a musician, when I'm recording, the producer, the engineer, even my manager and the people in the room are in one sync. Like, we know what we're here for and we're enjoying every second of it. You feel me? So it's like, it's not that kind of case whereby you're just doing anything for eye service. You love what you're doing. You're enjoying every bit of it. You feel me? That was the kind of space I wanted to be in. So that period, I was just listening and working on my writing.
I love that.
I was listening to music on SoundCloud, tons and tons of artists, like diverse sounds. I was just trying to find a sound I could work with. Discovered Burner, discovered J-Hus, discovered David Melly, the whole Alter thingy, Santi, Amare, you know. I was even listening to a Ghanaian guy called AI.
I love AI, yes.
He had a different fusion with his P. So he was really intriguing, and this was like 2017 when I found these people, and they kind of just inspired like how I really wanted to come in some sense. So 2018, I decided to start recording again. It was a very refreshing experience because this might like I'd stopped doing anything music for a while, and then just coming back and Sarah, let me do this. 2018, and you know, I'm just structuring my writing and recording what I can record, creating like a little community of people that really like my music for what it is. And then 2019, I go viral on Twitter for singing on a Kano, and then like I go from that to having a song with Zlatan Ibile, Zanku. Name of the song is Spiritual. You know, it was doing amazing at the time, and then like gradually I started just having like a niche
for yourself,
career for myself. You know? And then like I dropped Lenu.
Now Lenu was how I was introduced to you. I remember a DJ friend of mine like, yo, you have to hear this guy called Buju. I was like, okay. Like Buju Band's like, no, Buju. It's a Nigerian guy called Buju. I was like, okay. And I heard Lenu, and I played it in my car non-stop. Like I was going crazy. Then I heard a remix with Burn. I'm like, oh my god. Then I saw Spaceship. I was like, wait, hold on. Now, okay, come to Lenu and how that sort of translated to working with Burner and everything else inclusive.
So we just dropped Lenu, and at the time Burner said he heard it in the club because apparently they had been looking for me like for like a week since they were in the country. So you know, like my phone was bad at the time, so like everything was kind of slow. So you know, they were trying to.
So you almost missed your blessing.
In some sense, they were asking my friends to ask me. Like I remember Oxley calling me and telling me, yo, these Burner people are asking of you. I remember Tempo calling me. It's like, yo, the Burner people are asking of you. I thought they were all joking.
Yo,
type of stuff. And then one day I got a call from Burner's uncle, and he told me to come around. And so I came to the house, and Burner tells me like, oh, like my music made him feel like he was floating in the club, type of stuff. And you know, I got signed that day. You get so
just like that.
Yeah, in some sense, because I played Burner like a few of my like unreleased
songs, and he's like, nah, this is it. So this is the future.
Yeah, exactly. So I signed to Spaceship, and my contract was for a year. So you know, at that period, I didn't want anything too lengthy. So I wanted something that I was gonna get what I could get from that you know, relationship.
And then
feel me? And then just like, you know,
transition to your own. Okay.
Feel me? And yeah, and Lenny was so amazing, man. That was a peak period of my life too.
Wow. Nah, that was an introduction to superstardom, because I was like that. It was legendary.
Trust me. I mean, Corona just spoiled everything.
But did it though? Because it got people to really appreciate the music as well. Yeah. So it got a lot more people listening, streaming.
Yeah, I just felt like I could have been more. I could have been in more places. Feel me? The next year, I just realized like I was back to being independent, and my career was in my hands. I needed to, you know,
figure it out.
Do a whole lot of stuff, because during that period I didn't even drop enough music. You know, I only dropped Lenu and probably So Lovely.
Yeah.
Feel me? But it was like that period I was just doing more soul searching and writing. You know, just making sure like whatever I was coming out with was different from what everybody was doing.
At that time.
Yeah. So 2021 was the year that actually showed that in some sense.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. Now Gio is in the building. Hey. Hi, Gio.
All right. Okay. That's my mic.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. So what name are we going with now? Buju Benson. We're going with Benson. People are struggling to have that together transition. Right?
No, is that really a struggle though? No. Has it been?
To be honest, people are just struggling with pronouncing it immediately.
BNXN.
Now what's crazy is the fact that Daniel Benson is really my name.
Oh, okay. So you're going back to your roots.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's something more significant to me.
Okay.
For me.
So you're an indie art now, confirmed?
Yes, I am independent.
You do your own thing?
Yeah, fully.
If you had the chance to choose one live, one with a record label, one doing your solo thing, which one do you go for?
Independence.
Nothing like
I've had the both. I've felt the both. I know the differences.
Whoa. But you would admit that it helps build a brand if you're starting, right?
Well, it depends on the position of your career. At the time, I felt like I needed one.
Okay.
You know, mainly because I wanted to see the difference. I wanted to know what it was like to... Because prior to joining the label, I used to put out music on my own. Like with DistroKid and whatnot. So like, I was seeing revenue like on my ones, you feel me? So like, it wasn't a case of me getting into
saw that,
I knew how things worked, even before I got into a label. I got into a label for more, you know, coverage.
Yeah.
In some sense. Because like, you know, capital was definitely a thing. Aside that, you know, there's more things that come with the label that an artist might, you know, benefit from, you know, PR,
of course, whatever it is, roll out across the entire continent and more.
That kind of thing. And then, but I realized like being independent is, you can still do all that and still maintain everything.
Okay.
You get me?
Let's share one memory, well, one event whilst on tour, one that you will never ever forget. Something that happened whilst on the tour about your brand. Don't lie, we have lied. These seats are lie detectors.
Something that's happened while on tour.
Something memorable, something that shocked you. I made this.
Damn. I think there's a whole lot of memorable stuff that's happened to me. I think when I was in London, I didn't know I was going to play at the O2. You know, going to now playing 2 nights at the O2 type shit. Like, I was in London, I just working. You feel me? And then I think that was the period we had just done Mood. But Wiz never, you know, straight up told me, oh, you're coming to the O2 or anything. And then like that the day before the show, got a call like, yo, Wiz needs you to be at the O2, blah blah blah. And it's like, rah, are we actually doing this? Yeah, man. That's 20,000.
You dreamt of moments like that.
Literally, and people were singing your song back to back.
It shook me. Another thing that shook me was like I was one of the only artists that was
part of the set.
Aside that, I was allowed to play more than just one song. Like more than just the song with Wiz, and I felt very special because it's like the bro we just played Mood and the bro was like, yo, DJ, allow him to do, like, you feel me? That kind of came. Like I felt very,
like, yo,
I felt really special. And you know, touring is amazing. At the same time, it's more like when stuff that's that worthwhile comes, you know, damn, it blows my mind. Yeah, man. I just enjoy every bit of what I'm doing, man. My life is a movie.
Take us on a journey of your creative process, from writing to recording. How's it like?
For me, I gotta hear a beat I resonate with.
Okay. Like, so it starts with the beat before the lyrics.
It always starts with the beat. To be honest, because sometimes the beat kind of talks to you on a level whereby. When you hear the beat, you almost know what you want to do with it. If it's going to be a party vibe, if it's going to be a solemn vibe, if it's going to be something you say something personal on, or something you just, you know, play on. For me. But for me, it's always with the beat, and then now picking a topic I want to roll with. If it's fun, if it's love, if it's anything, I just know that there's a topic I want to roll with. And when I get that, and I start writing, everything is written.
Wow.
For me, I mean,
really,
everything is written,
including your forces and your. I'll breathe
everything. I promise. I use my commas. I use my quotations. Everything. Don't worry. I promise you. Everything is written. It's just how I am.
Wow.
It's just how I am.
A lot of people call you the hit maker. You know, once they have you on a jam or once you go into the studio to do your thing, with the way you're describing this, it's like you do it with a hit in mind. Like, guys, this is what we are jamming with this summer.
It's almost, it has an interesting way of just working out.
To be honest, like, I have to respect the artist that always lets me do me. You know, it's, some people the only song that has come to me almost finished, that I felt like it was almost finished, literally, was Finesse. You feel me? Because Phils did the hook and posted it up.
Yes, which went viral.
He posted it up on his Instagram, and I was like, rah, this is dope. And he's like, bro, do you want to be on this song? I was like,
of course.
This is crazy, but I'll do it. Because, you know, people had a lot of speculations, especially like in my team, mainly because Phils was just a producer at the time. So it's like, people were paying attention to.
And really
him
convinced
like
that.
So that this was something. You feel me? When it posted that snippet, it wasn't as viral. It wasn't yet viral, and it was baffling to me at some point because it's more like, this is dope. I like it. Why aren't people talking about it? And he's like, okay, fine. I want you to hop on it. And when I hopped on it, and my team were like, bro, are you sure? Crazy because it's like me and the producer. It's like, no, trust me, the song is amazing to fly. And that's our biggest song ever. So do you have a gut feeling? You have a gut feeling about everything? Yes. So how did feeling come to you? Pun intended. Feeling. I was feeling terrible like that the day I recorded the song. Really? Because I think like I think that was 2 weeks after I just gotten off my contract. So it's like me just being on that position of okay, I'm on my own now. How are we doing this now? Yeah. You feel me? So I decided to like strategize. At the time, I wasn't doing features. Like prior to, if I was going to feature you on my song, you had to be a legend. Do you feel? Right. That's the reason why I only featured Brother Boy ever. Prior to doing Feeling. So then, Show Them Camp. I had a song with Show Them Camp. Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah. Best. So they Tech got me in a group chat. I was saying, sorry, who is Tech? Tech, one of the Show Them Camp. Oh, okay. And he got me in a group chat and he said, Ladipo would like to work with me. And I'm like, yeah, Po is really dope rapper. It was just different at the time because I felt like, am I really ready for features? You feel me? But I was like, okay, you know what, let me just do it. So I went to the studio. And once again, this way you have to just shout out the artists that let you do you. You feel me? So Paul was working on something. I bounced on that, and then the producer starts playing beats, and then he plays the beat to Feeling. And can we listen to that part? Yeah, of course. Let's check that part out because this is like one of those stories that you want to travel. Yeah, with, and then you go, let me listen to the song. Headphones on, guys, because it means you really had 1 or 2 things stressing you really at that moment. I mean, I was alone. That is going on, it's like number 1 on all the streaming platforms. Gwagwalada. What is Gwagwalada? Gwagwalada is a place in Abuja. It's really? More like a rural setting. Ghetto. Abu, yes, exactly. Okay, so like what Ojualaba is to Lagos? In some sense. Okay. Or what Ajegules is to Lagos. Okay. You feel me? It's the song itself is more conceptualized. I'm describing me going from a place of high vibration to a place of low vibration. Okay. Anytime it's too tough for me, or anytime anything is too tough for me. But Gwagwalada for real is a place in Abuja. It's more like a rural setting. You feel me? But me, I was trying to, get a little more light into that place. Yeah. It was funky. I love that. But how did you manage to get quite a few amazing people to jump on it? Actually, when I made the song initially, it wasn't going to get features. It was at Kiss Daniel's house. Oh. So I was in Kiss Daniel's house and Saz was there. So Saz was playing Kiss some beats. Okay. And this beat played and Kiss did the thing he did at the intro. And he I was like, bruh, what are you doing, bro? And then like he's like, he doesn't have any other thing, or that's the only thing he has. And so I start writing. I just keep listening to the beat and I start writing. So I wrote, I am from Abuja, like I just did the hook. And he hears this, he sings the hook too. The exact same thing. So it's like, we just have this amazing hook. Now to fill the rest of it. And then it's like, we had this for like 7 months, Wow. And, this was even before Buga dropped. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this was before Buga dropped. Kids played me Buga at some point. So it's like, we did this, but we were just like, this thing needs something. And this year, the universe just blessed us with Shady Vibes. And we just felt like he was
the perfect
he was
person to
bringing
jump
these
on.
grits and this energy that I felt like I couldn't get anywhere else. So I felt like, I needed him on it. So we both, Shay went to see Kiss one night and Kiss called me and he's like, yo, I just played Gagalada for this bro. He likes it though. Do you want him to jump on it? I was like, rah, yeah, let him do it now.
Yes.
And so he jumps on there and I was like, bro, this is exactly what we're looking for.
I love that.
So it just seemed like the perfect thing to do and we just dropped it.
Amazing. Now, of course, we're anticipating the next album. Now, how's that sound going to be like? Are we going to see you experimenting a bit more? Do we have a working title?
Well, I haven't coined a title for it yet. Maybe because I'm still trying to finish all the recording that I have to do on it. But this is going to be a different one.
How?
It's not going to be the regular track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4. What like I want to give you an experience.
I love that.
You feel me? Like think of DMX, blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. That type of thing. Like just DMX is a rapper, so don't think of it as a rapper. Think of it as a singer trying to give you like a movie soundtrack. You feel me? Like I need you to feel something that you've never felt before on any album. You feel me? So I'm listening to a whole lot of albums this period, and hearing the tweaks, what they did right and what they did wrong. You feel me? And just trying to fix it.
Will we see you featuring some Ghanaian artists on this one?
Yes, I do have plans of putting Black Sheriff on it.
Yes, I was about to ask.
We were supposed to make a record in Lagos, but something happened with my flight that day and I had to dash out of the country immediately. I was so bummed because he was just staying so close to me.
No.
But trust me, we intend to actually fix up a session in Ghana. So
what about his brand attracts your brand?
I think it's his difference. The difference, the fact that he's dancing. Kweku the Traveler became number 1 in Nigeria.
Never happened before.
Not because of he was making music that Nigerian really, that was really popular with Nigerians or Ghanaians. It's because he was different and he owned it. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like you've never heard anybody trap like that.
True.
So
true. And it was exciting. It was nice to see.
That was really exciting and refreshing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What's been the hardest thing you had to, or maybe the biggest sacrifice you had to make to get the career success that you have right now?
I think leaving school.
Would you ever go back?
To be honest, no. It's like you have
so blunt, eh?
Sometimes you just have to just weigh the options.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because at the time, especially 2019, when I had the conversation with my dad, going back to school meant I had to cut my hair, put those restrictions on when I'd have to be at shows or meetings, and just school was going to be school regardless. You feel me? So I just needed to choose a career path for myself, something that could change my life and life of my family. You feel me? And I've been able to do that spectacularly.
That we must agree. That we must agree. But have you dealt with criticism? Because in your journey, as you've gotten success, you've also had some interesting moments based on maybe past things you've said or done or whatever it is. Do you regret some of the comments you made back in the day, or
not at all? Not a single one.
Energy.
No, to be honest, because I can't. I said that at the time I was young and
you acted your age.
Firstly, yes.
Yeah.
Aside just even acting my age, I had free, cheap data, and at that age, what's really buzzing for you in your head is attention.
Yeah.
You feel me? So sometimes you might say stuff that you fully 1000% you agree with it.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't necessarily make sense or matter. But then it's a mistake. It's if you can own up to it and be like, oh, you know what? I made a mistake and
Yeah.
I know better now. You feel me? So that's always the difference because everybody is human. It's like, bro, you need to fuck up to learn. In some sense, you feel me? In some sense,
Right. Okay. So, and how do you deal with criticism now? Is it like a mechanism you
better.
put in place?
So it's like there's been this little transition between Buju to Benson. It's like I've just outgrown so much. You know, like before, Buju is this. Well, personally, I feel like to last for longevity in this game, you need something more than just the music. Nobody's asking you to be controversial all the time, but you need a personality that people can be like, that's that guy.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's not just take for instance Burner now. Burner is
He is what he thinks he is.
Not just now, but like let's say before, prior. If you came at Burner on the internet, he's going to reply you and tell you his mind.
150,000%.
Yeah, you feel me? Even if it was on the internet, you said something on radio, I heard it, he's going to come on the internet and tell you his mind. It's not that he's crazy or anything, it's just a personality. So you know that this is this guy. He means business, and you know that you can't take away the musical part from it. You feel me? That he's 1,000% the best. You feel me? Then there's Wizkid.
Yes.
He thrives off his silence.
Yes.
That's a personality.
You're never gonna get a thing out of him.
You won't get a response.
Yeah.
You feel me? There's Obio, who literally shows you that he's affluent and he carries everybody along.
Absolutely.
Not a single person is left behind in his team. That kind of level. There's personality involved with this thing. This is why these people are giants. Like the longevity is there. Because aside the music, even if they go silent, you already know what you know Obio for.
Yes.
You feel me? My case, it's like a lot of people feel this guy, if you put him on any song, he's going to smash it. Or like he's you can't miss on any feature. At the same time, you are not supposed to even come at him on the internet because he will come for you.
He will come for you.
Yeah, you feel me?
And hard.
Yeah, you feel me? That personality, a lot of people have already certified for me. You feel me? And it's dope. But it's like now I've just matured past a lot of coming back at you or tapping at you because, bro, as in, I define
the
money.
value has gone up.
As in, the money I define past you. So it's like there's too much. I'm too focused. I'm too goal oriented at this point. That's why petty things don't necessarily spite me anymore. I might not even see it.
Right. Okay, so wrapping it up, but welcome to Ghana again.
Yes.
People are fast making this place your second home. Or even your first home. We like it, the sparring collaboration.
Is it a relaxing one or is it a working trip?
This is a chilling trip.
Okay.
In some sense.
Aren't we lucky to have you in the studio?
That's what's crazy. It's like I still work at the same time.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Oh, I love that.
Right.
Well, thank you for putting us in your chilling schedule.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's right. So let's bump to the new one.
Yes.
And hopefully this December we get to see you again on the big stages.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward.
Are you going to be doing a solo concerts in Ghana maybe?
I did one last year, but most likely if the opportunity comes up again, I headlined Mainland Block Party.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Yes.
I mean, really, really, really fun. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a lot more.
Okay. Well, we gotta love it, Benson. I almost said Buju.
I mean,
Buju Benson.
I ain't even fighting.
Why did you switch though? What led to that? Really?
His last
Like
name?
I told you, authenticity.
Yeah.
The way your friend came and played your music for me, and you were like,
Yes,
"Is that Buju
yes.
Benson?" It's like, no, I need you to hear Benson and be like, who's that guy?
Yeah.
And then you go check and it's like, right, okay. I resonate with this. I like this.
Yeah.
And I'm rocking with it. You feel me?
Okay.
I only wrote it as BNXN mainly because I liked how it looked when I write it. and I never had an autograph before, even while I was Buju.
Tell me you write on walls in senior high school without telling me. Yeah. BNXN.
Did you do that too?
Yes. That's right.
Well, Benson, thank you so much for coming through. You've made this girl a very happy girl. I think I've hit one of my.
It's very obvious, so that's why you are. Yeah, just go ahead.
Girl,
actually, stay on.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, Gio. Go bye. Vincent, a pleasure, an absolute pleasure. You're everything I thought you would be, and more, and more. And he smells really good, guys. He smells really good. Now back to DJ Faculty with this one. New hot streaming large across the entire African continent. This is Benson with Gwagwalada.
Gwagwalada.